trying to see if I can finally finish some games because I was looking through the channel and I'm like, there are way too many games that I've started and not finished. It's why the other day you seen another Resident Evil Requiem video, and I also love this game and am still very excited to see what type of DLC they're adding to this. It seems like they're taking forever. You know, they teased something and then they just didn't talk about it. And then they, the next day they showed that they're like being added to Fortnite. That, you know, it's cool and all, but like, they said there is something else on the horizon. So, I'm just patiently waiting. There's some guys here. There we go. Oh yeah. That guy up. Always burn them. Never trust them dead bodies. No matter what it is, never trust them. You know, one thing that I find very interesting is that this game feels very niche. I don't think many people know much about it. I talked to some people about a couple of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, I never heard of this game before," but they're very interested in it. But Jesus, never heard of it. This kind of makes me a little sad because I think this game is it's great. You know, the concept is so cool, and how the enemy types work, and like just like the game itself being very much inspired from like Dead Space, and having a lot of like Dead Space mechanics. That's what I also love. Yeah, I think that's all the bodies. He's gonna come try and merge. Not letting it happen. There you go. Such is our calling. I've actually thought about getting a tattoo of this game. I got a few tattoos on me of games that I really love, and I wouldn't mind this game being part of it because it's such a niche game that no one's gonna have a tattoo of it. I'm not gonna say what the tattoo is until I get it, but don't want anyone stealing my ideas.
To manipulate the oddities. Got a visual on the fabric process, but of an oddity blocking the path.
I hope they add some sort of mini game mode to this game, it'd be so nice. Like always, I have a coffee next to me, so if you hear me drinking anything, that's the coffee.
ND3500 reached. The anchor is intact. Well done. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage. Target seeded. The predecessor was on a search for a target called Edward Wisniewski. Calculating coordinates. Confirmed dive location in D3. The nearby housing project. You never reached him. I will carry on where you left off. The location continues.
The vocation continues. See, I know I'm playing on New Game Plus, but even when I played on New Game Plus, I never found this game really hard, and it still baffles me that people find this game like super hard. Like when I first played, it was a bit difficult, but once you get the hang of it, passengers without valid pass will be penalized. There's a limit of 5 passengers per carriage. Always keep a space of at least 2 empty seats between you. Use tram only at last resort. Workers in the new Dawn Steel plant with season tickets are required to show their work certified. Certificate. And ID cards. Oh, okay. Down here. Isn't it? Yeah, that can make it. I was wondering, because there is a quick way to craft stuff, and you can craft it by just going to the certain item you want, and then doing it. know, it was really weird. My last video got copyright striked in like one country or something, or two countries. And it's like a song from like Blooper Team, so that's part of the game. It was just so weird to me that I got copyright strike for it. I was actually kind of like, I was like a little butthurt over it, but I was like, countries that don't watch my channel whatsoever. And I mean, I'm so small to begin with, so it like doesn't really bother me. I do want more handgun ammo. And, you know, we'll grab some shells, I guess. There's a few things that upgrade this. The shotgun's not fully upgraded yet. Put those in there. There we go. Oh yeah, we do want to save. I don't think that there's any autosaves, or at least they're very rare. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Get some energy. Yeah, even on the Nintendo Switch too, it looks pretty nice. I was gonna play on my PlayStation, but I have to re-download it and everything. And honestly, I still think it's cool that I can play this on my Switch. A lot of the videos I do on my channel are all recorded through my Switch, not my PlayStation. A permanent lockdown has been ordered. Any unauthorized attempts to leave the city will be severely punished. You know, and a lot of the stuff, like the quarantine stuff in this game, reminds me of back when COVID first happened. Those were the days. I actually worked throughout COVID. And I was like on a frontline worker too. I worked at a grocery store. I don't work there anymore, but like, yeah, like the grocery store was, I never got COVID until like after everything kind of calmed down, so. Then I come down here. I do Strict quarantine. Class 1 outbreak has been identified. All residents of this building are required to remain in their flats. Visitors are forbidden, no exemptions. Food and sanitary supplies will be delivered by your local military units. Violation of the quarantine will subject to the jurisdiction of the temporal court martial. Stay calm, stay safe, stay strong. It will be over soon. Safe house. Felt like I just had a safe house. Where's the station? Alright, we're gonna sell this energy bank. Can't buy anything. Just some handgun ammo. So I'm gonna buy some handgun ammo. That's the way. And then we're gonna save. Alright. I'm getting low on coffee. It's a bit cold too. I don't mind cold coffee though. Then Christmas with your relatives. Use the quarantine to spend quality time with your loved ones. Strong families is the foundation of socialism. Oh yeah. Gotta love socialism. What type of coffee do you guys even drink? I don't know who watches my channel, but if you guys like coffee, what type of coffee do you get? Put that in the comments. Me, I'm a little bit of a psychopath. I like mine black. That's my black coffee. This music kind of reminds me of The Thing. Oh, I should play The Thing. I actually have The Thing on the Switch. I never played it on the Switch before.
Dive point in sight.
One of my favorite horror movies of all time is The Thing. I think that's the reason why I love Resident Evil and Dead Space.
Heavily affected by the anomaly.
And this game. Like a lot of people, you know, zombies are cool and all, but like when you have like something that's like on the same like level of zombie, but like it's like a crazy mutation that just changes you. I love that stuff. Like the necromorphs in Dead Space were so cool to me. Like as a kid, I loved it and was so scared of it. I remember playing Dead Space 2. And my dad picked it up because we had a PS3 and we'd always play it during the night. We'd ask to play. We'd play Call of Duty or something. And I think me and my brother picked up Resident Evil 5. We loved that game. But we were trying different horror games. And we seen Dead Space, and the cover looked really cool for Dead Space 2. Brought it home. Because my dad was like, ooh, this looks really violent, but whatever, we'll buy it. And he was watching it with us, and I remember that first scene where you're waking up and like Nicole is it's like going schizo mode, and you're seeing it. I remember that freaking me out so much, and then them having the transformative scene with the guy in the very beginning. Holy, that scared me so much. Such a crazy game, and it freaked me and my brother out like so much. And my brother didn't want to even play, and we would always, like when we were kids, we would always fight over the PlayStation 3 all the time. Like who would play if we were playing a single player game. But that guy did not want to play. He was like, no, I'm not playing this. So I had to play it, and what an experience it was. I didn't finish it. Like I probably got like barely a quarter of the way through, and I couldn't keep playing. It scared me so much, and I was pretty young at the time. But ever since then, Resident Evil and Dead Space have been like, ingrained into me, and I love any type of game that does something like this, and that's why I love Cronos. I think it's such a great game to come out, and to bring it back to that formula of something similar to like Dead Space. But anyways, my ramble over. My children don't even come to talk to me through the door anymore. Before, they would leave me some food. I don't mind though. I just hope they didn't end up in quarantine either. I'd rather they didn't. Maybe they just forgot about me. That would probably be better. I know it's not possible, but I would like to take them into my arms very much. And I will say, I am still butthurt over the fact that they didn't make a remake of the second game. Very butthurt over it. Oh my god, I'm gonna ramble on while I play this.
It must be the anomaly core.
I'll try and shut up as much as possible, but when it came to them remaking the first game, I was so excited. So excited. And when I played through the remake, I loved every second of it. And the entire time when I played it, the thing that came to mind was they need to add this. They need to make a remake of the sequel, right? And they never did. I think they brought Game Motive, I think is the team that worked on it, and they got put onto doing Battlefield and other sport project, I think. And how frustrated I was with that. God, it made me so bad. Sorry, I'm focusing, locking in. Nice.
Let our work continue. Such is our calling.
Such is our calling. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the remake. And they took the team away, and they said they couldn't make the remake for the sequel because it didn't sell well. The remake didn't sell well. And that frustrated me so much because, personally, I love Dead Space 2 more than I do Dead Space 1. And I would say the remake made me love it even more because they did so much that I wanted that game to do. And the remake, brought it back to where it was very similar to original Resident Evil, as it was inspired by, you can go throughout the entire, they made it like more accessible to roam around and explore the Ishimura. There we go, the Ishimura. And for them not to remake the sequel made me so mad because there's so much they could do with that game. It had a great gameplay to it because it's a lot quicker, it's a lot faster, and And some people say that it's too actiony, but in my opinion, I thought it was like a great mix of both horror and action. And there is always, they always had what is it? They had the DLC that's also amazing. It's pretty much, I think it's taking some of the characters from Extraction, the on-rail shooter version of the game. I think so. I think it was. And actually, that's another thing. If you got that game for the PS3 and you played Extraction, and then you carried over your save into Dead Space 2, you got secret rooms that would pretty much just give you like more items to grab from. That I think if you play on PC, you have to mod the game to get, because it's completely locked if you don't use the on-rail shooter. And then yeah, they have the DLC, and they also, and this is something that I wanted Dead Space 2 Remake to do, is to add the, if you ever heard of a little game, I think it's on, I can't remember the full name, but it's a Dead Space game that was on mobile, and it was during Dead Space 2, so they had these games both kind of playing at the same time, and you play as an engineer that is contracted by the people that are part of the marker. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head right now. But it's a great mobile game. I watched someone play it and so good. They have some like really crazy mechanics in that game, but it's only like 4 hours long or something. It's a pretty short game. But they could easily add that as a bigger expansion to the remake and make it its own DLC. So they have 2 DLCs for the game, because Dead Space 2 had a multiplayer, but it wasn't really the greatest multiplayer. It was fun, but it's not the greatest. But they could easily make two DLCs and add them to that. Oh, it would be amazing. It makes me so sad. The potential they had for the remake would have been amazing. And they didn't do it. Oh, it makes me so mad. They could have made a remake of the game, and then they could have also remade the mobile version and the DLC and have them as expansions. Oh, God. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, if you're a Dead Space fan, please like this video. Please like this video. Just to show, and not only that, but like comment down below. Because like, am I crazy to not think that that would be amazing to have? Like a Dead Space remake with the mobile version as DLC. It would be great. I think it would be great. Because it is like, and I think it's not lost media, but it's, you can't get the mobile version of that game anymore. It's been delisted entirely. You have to go and do a bunch of stuff just to play the game. There is a lot of mobile games that have been delisted that some of them are just lost media entirely. Close until further notice for last call. Deliveries contact me at block 34, apartment 29. Military order service reminds. Keep your eyes open. Anarchists are sabotaging our brave People's Republic at this time of unrest. If you witness any of the following unlawful acts, vandalism against Republic property, promotion of anti-Republic slogans, playing aggressive music. What is aggressive music? It's Linkin Park aggressive music. If they played Linkin Park, would people get mad at that? Is that is that propaganda? General degeneration. I don't know if I said that right. Report them directly to your nearest military order station. You will be rewarded for any report leading to an arrest, and the perpetrators will be severely punished. of you guys probably are wondering why sometimes it's really hard for me to read. To be honest with you, I might just be dumb, but I genuinely, I do think my brain reads faster than me speaking, so I can read in my head really quickly. But when I'm trying to read out loud, it really does mess with my brain a lot. But that's just me. That's just me. Let's do this. There. Get all this stuff right away. I remember for a while there, I thought I was dyslexic. When I was younger, I thought I was dyslexic. That was when I was really, really young. But we'll use this because we did get a featured there. Yeah, we'll get some more pistol ammo. Okay, I guess we'll make this. We just got rid of it to add more space. Oh, but I made 2 spires. Okay. That's nice. Alright, we'll go here. You know, I thought for the channel I could go back and play some old PS3 games, but I'd have to set up a lot of stuff because they have some, because I get anti-piracy on the PS3 that I'd have to work around. Thank you. Do that. That's another thing that I loved about Dead Space was it was like a survival horror game, but it had like some like Uncharted like set pieces that I really liked. The first game had some, and I think the second game was going all out. There's some great set pieces in that game that I love. Report 011459. Swept the whole building, found nothing, no trace of reported old lady. Unexplained howling. Behind the garage. Might be ventilation. Additional note, I swear if I get another report about her haunting this building, I'm done. It fucking stinks like a dead rat in there. Don't send me over there again. Senior Constable Marcel Zilpik. That's another thing, I think they showed off a teaser for the new Resident Evil movie. I'm kind of excited for it. I know there's been some complaints. I think people are saying that it's supposed to be like during
Target resided in flat number 48. Moving up.
during Resident Evil 2, and some people are complaining that there's snow and stuff, but I'm going to hold my criticisms because, personally, all the Resident Evil movies that we've gotten, besides the CGI movies and TV shows, have been complete ass, so I'm going to wait. I do like the director that's behind it. I like Zach. He's a pretty great guy. I don't know him personally, but his movies are really entertaining, and I love his type of horror that he goes with. And so far, the trailer, and I think even what the director said is that it's not a zombie movie, but it more focuses on the mutations of the T virus. So I'm more down for that. The quiet hours. Quiet hours are not only a privilege, but also an obligation of every building residence. They must be respected, and this, in turn, means that after 10 p.m., you are forbidden to use power tools or listen to music, or whatever you call music. Yes, I mean you, Wazinski. Either you start respecting your neighbors, or you will face my wrath. Your superintendent, oh God, Janik Liz. God, these names are hard to say. I'm good at pronouncing these things, man. How do they know? They're trying to make fun of me. Unbelievable. Oh, yes. Well. Shotgun cells. Shotgun shells. That. Yeah, we'll make some more. How is our shotgun shell? Okay, we're doing pretty good. Go here. We'll do some upgrading like that. Charge speed is a lot faster now. We need 9,000. God damn. Now we got some more. Okay. I think that will do it for today for Cronos. Had a great video. Got to go talk a lot about not only games that I love, but movies and a lot of other stuff. I'm excited to keep playing this game. Kind of got that charm back in me to continue this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep trying to finish these games specifically. Resident Evil is on there, and this is on here, and I'm starting playing through Breath of the Wild as well. Please check out any of my other videos. If you enjoyed this one, you're going to enjoy a lot of the other ones. Please leave a like down below. Subscribe. I want to make this channel bigger. I want to make bigger and better videos. Not for this channel, but I'm hoping maybe to even make other videos down the line. Other channels, down the line. Specifically about gaming. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. And you guys have a great night.